we were recognised again.
Yeah.
This one was a bit different to the last one.
It was different.
Of course, Ruben was with us. He didn't, "Oh, I'm a little baby." He didn't baby out this time.
Yeah, he did baby out.
So Ruben kind of acts as this...
He's like the lighthouse.
He is the lighthouse for Jar, so if you spot Ruben, you'll spot us. Ruben is always like the connection point where that's where the lightning strikes, and then it spreads out. So then, of course, it's a you blank from blank. And then you say hello. I feel really bad because I can't remember his name because it was just such a blur.
He seemed quite nervous.
He did seem quite nervous. And he came up to me and because he said, "Who are you?" No, he didn't say that. He said, "Are you Alex?" And I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "I can't." He was a bit flustered. And I was holding my hand out to shake my hand, and I was like, "Come on, shake my hand."
Yeah, I noticed that.
And then I shook his hand and was like, "Oh, are you really excited?"
That left me and Ruben in an awkward position because he was in the limbo of, do I shake their hands as well, or... But I was like, hands in pockets, no.
You have to commit. You either have to force your way in with that handshake or not bother.
In my previous job, someone, there was a regular drinking at the bar, and someone I used to work with said, "So what's your name? I've seen you here a couple of times." And then they had a talk for a bit, and then when he went to go to sleep in the hotel, the dude I worked with went to shake his hand, and the other guy just turned away and walked off.
Really?
And like, it looked so awkward.
He ignored a handshake?
Well, he didn't ignore it. He was like drunk and he didn't notice.
Oh, I see.
So he walked off, and it was just the most awkward thing I've ever seen. So I never want to be in that situation.
It's just a polite way when you greet someone to
Yeah, I know.
say hello.
But I mean, especially someone like that, a wild card. He was in a wild card situation.
But back to this one.
It got a little more interesting when this guy's friend came out.
Well, yeah, what happened was I asked him, "Oh, are you excited for the show?" Because I hadn't started yet. And he was like, "Yeah, it's my favourite band. I'm really excited." Then his friend like came out from somewhere, and the original guy said, "Oh, this is like a YouTuber I really like," and he was like, "Oh, right."
Yeah.
Didn't recognise any of us. Didn't give a shit. Didn't care at all, which is fine. Like, I don't expect anyone to like recognise me.
I liked it, to be honest.
Yeah, I liked it a bit, but he didn't give a shit to the point where it was almost like, I don't know. It just added a wrench into the works that made it like really weird all of a sudden, and then he asked me for a selfie, and I said no. I declined, and I still feel bad that I declined for some reason, because something about the whole moment suddenly didn't feel right to me.
You wouldn't even let me take a selfie with you, so I mean, why would you take a selfie with some stranger?
That's the thing, like, as soon as I start to feel weird, like, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I was fine up until that point, where it was like, I'd rather not do that.
So if he's watching this, he can blame his friend.
I wouldn't have anyway. I've never done. No one's actually asked. No, someone did ask me like a year ago when we went for that little Jar Media gathering in London. Okay. But he phrased it in such a way where it was like, I suppose you wouldn't want to take a picture, would you? And I was like, I'd rather not. And he didn't really mind, and we just continued. But that was just us standing around talking. This was a crowded event. There were people everywhere. It was a rush. We're trying to find our seats. It was just